Hello, students. Welcome to this course, GE3, The Contemporary World. By now, I am confident that you really wanted to become a professional in your chosen career path someday. I wish that you would enjoy the rest of the topics to be discussed related to this subject. Enjoy the learning process. So this course will be challenging and interesting, and I wish you will enjoy the learning process by this subject. So this may be the one of the few types in your life as a college student when you are explicitly challenged to transcend the borders of your nation, your countrymen, and ultimately your imagination. So, by the way, I am Giovanni Glyn L. Aliawan, your facilitator for this course. I will to show to you my presentation about the GE3, the orientation and the introduction of the course Contemporary World. Okay, the University of Mindanao have this saying, the physically distanced but academically engaged. Even though having this hard time, um, this COVID-19 pandemic, the University of Mindanao are catering our students to be, they should not be left behind, even though they are at home, staying at home, or their hometown, or where they're from villages or their um, location. So we have this online classes. So the SIM or the self-instructional and self-directed learning course manual for this online blended delivery and distance education delivery during this quarantine or lockdown period. So we, the University of Mindanao, is fully committed to cater to the different needs of all of you students in terms of these alternative modes of instructional delivery in order to serve the purpose of the alternative modes of delivery, which is this SDL program or the self-directed learning that is developed through the self-instructional manuals or the SIM, this module. So we're in fact development of this SIM or the SDL for the online and blended learning alternative modes is already in the university's pipeline for this academic year 2020-2021. Prior to this development of these manuals, the university has already instituted these industry-leading academic innovations and these initiatives for the outcome-based education, such as the student portal, the online student consultation program, the student advising programs or the SAP, the outcomes assessment threshold or the auth program, various interactive learning sources, and the subscription of the use of what we call this our platform, which is the Creeper. So I think some of your teachers or your program head from the business administration get your individual email address so that you will have your own Creeper account as our official learning management system or the LMS for these online or virtual classes. So this is what look like the Creeper. So it can be downloaded in any mobile phones or Android phones, iOS phones. So it should go on this website, the HTTP and slash that's which is learn. Um, those all of you students should have this keyword to learn because this is the one it is all the posted or the portal among all of you students. But in our as teachers, we have this Creeper link or create Creeper because on that website only teachers could go on that website. So we're the one on how to make your to do your quizzes, your assignments, your exams be there. So in all of the students, so you should have this learn because you're the one who are learning on this course or this subject. So we have here the website of this the presentation of the Creeper account. So I think from last week, the Creeper team have already had their orientation. So another rationale of the module. So in short, this module would help to all of the students, even though we are not facing we have these face-to-face classes, even though at your home, so you could study or you could read this manual that would be uploaded in the Creeper. So all of the topics from this module or this manuals, this SIM, will be put or will be posted in the Creeper website. So again, the objectives of this manual are aims to provide the guidelines for instructional development by the teachers and directed learning by to all of you students, and aims to provide avenues for the innovative and flexible alternative modes of delivery and response to this quarantine or lockdown requirements. So by the way, we're done with the Creeper. So we are now on the University of Mindanao. So I'll give some further orientation. So the vision of the UM is that by 2022, a globally recognized institution providing equality, affordable, and open education. So that is the vision of University of Mindanao. So we are the one we are providing quality, affordable or much cheaper and open education to the students. And the mission is to provide a dynamic and supportive academic environment through the highest standards of instruction, research, and extension in a non-sectarian institution committed to democratizing access to education. That is the mission of UM. And the four core values of UM is that excellence, honesty, and integrity, innovation, and the teamwork. And lastly, the three core competencies is the quality education, the affordable education, and the open education. So just run through of the course outcome of the GE3. So number one is to articulate the impact of this. I know it's not the by the way, it's the GE5 because I am also teaching GE5 or just so I don't have the soft copy of the course syllabus of the GHR because it is my first time to teach this semester because from on my 3 years in teaching at UM-Panabo College, so I am a senior high school full-time faculty, and then after I graduated my master's degree last year, so they transferred me to the college department. You just run through about this GE. So the same with all of the GE subjects, just like your GE1, GE2, GE3, 4, or 5, or any GE subjects that you have. So the student outcomes is to exhibit your proficiency and the effective communication skills. So if you go or you have planned to go abroad, so it will enhance your communication skills, the speaking English, one of the universal language. It also demonstrates your critical, analytical, and creative thinking. So one of the unique features of us humans because of our this ability thinking, mental health, even those animals, di ba? We are one of the higher order thinking skills of animals. Rationally evaluate our true Filipino cultural values, personally and meaningfully assess the contemporary social issues. What are the social issues that we are facing, such as this COVID-19, the pandemic? Yes. And manifest the ability to appreciate the artistic beauty through this subjective evaluation of the works of art. And lastly, the rationally evaluate the moral norms or imperatives as they affect individuals and the society. So again, the J3 course number and the name is Contemporary World. So 3 units lecture the credit units, and the class schedule should be 6 hours per week, so Monday to Saturdays. But I am not conducting classes on Saturdays. I will just send assignments or some research work. So same course description. So it is also between science and technology. So GA5. So again, I don't have a soft copy of the GA3 course syllabus. It is because Sir Marvin LaFranco created this syllabus and he's busy right now being the SIM personnel officer. So that's it. So same expected of this general education graduates. The same course assessment. So we just move on to the course outline and the time frame. So on the unit one, so we'll have the structure of the globalization. So lessons of this unit is lesson one, what is globalization, and the Lesson 2 is the globalization of the world economics. So later this evening, I will discuss this one lesson. Maybe then tomorrow will be the second. And our first exam schedule will be this Friday. So just run through about this lessons, and then for the coverage of your second exams are the lesson 3, lesson 4, and the lesson 5. So these are the following topics. So don't worry, so I will just send it to your group chat about this PowerPoint presentation later this evening. Then for the third exam coverage is the unit 2, the lesson 6 up to the 8. And then the final exams coverage are in unit 3 from lesson 9, 10, and then 11. So we have here are the important dates for the first term. So your first exam scheduled this September 4, this Friday. And 2 weeks after that will be your second examination, which is the 7th September on September 18. And then 2 weeks after is your third exam on October 2. And then 2 weeks after again is your fourth or final exam on October 15 to 16. Then after that, yay, term break, no class for 1 day on October 19. This is the schedule that you will be complying all of your lack of requirement or your lack of project before as teachers pass all your class record for your grades. So again, your course evaluation, 60% is the weight for your examinations of first exam, second, and third are 10%, then 30% for the fourth exam. While the remaining 40% are the class participation, so 5% for the assignments, 10 for the quizzes, then oral citation, so we're not conducting this word work or sit work because we have this virtual classes, so oral recitations every time on my class. So I'll call one by one to recite or ask some of your opinions or ideas about our lesson. That is 10%. And then your research or project is 15%, so total of 100%. So for your policies and guidelines, again, attendance is counted from the first regular meeting. So later on in this class, so while I am discussing, so I'll call each of you and ask some of your ideas about our topic, and then if you can answer, so meaning your class attendance. So also later on, I'll give a how to rate on your oral presentation. So yes, you already have your ID. This is number 2, and then number 3, cheating is strictly prohibited as one of our University of Mindanao core values, the honesty and integrity. Just like for example, you have a um assignment or research work and then you copy pasted it all. So I have a website that could check all the plagiarism, or that is a plagiarized work or plagiarism tester. So with that, so the website could check where are those sentences or paragraph that you copy pasted from the internet. So if that all of those answers marked red, so meaning it is copy pasted. So there is a percentage of 100% uniqueness. So meaning that is your own or original or authentic answers. But if it is below 75% or 70% are plagiarized or unique, so that means it is plagiarized, or that is one example of cheating. And then valid exam permits are necessary in taking examination. So again, every exam I will check your examination permit so that you could updated of your balances, so para mahati-hatian siya anytime nagbabayad kayo. And then so cellular phones in any electronic gadgets are so allowed na siya ngayon because of this virtual classes. So that is why it's very prone to some of this cheating, but on some my exams probably it could be easy, so that you could answer it well on your own understanding, what are your beliefs, unlike sa facts, di ba, na multiple choice na ABCD, because the answers could open it to some of your gadgets or some of your notebook or notes, di ba? So ganyan siya. Then phase 15, grading policy should be observed. The no permit, no exam again. So before the passing of your class record or your grade, so 7.1, those grade those have not um shown to me there, valid examination permit. Then 7 point also for the lack of requirements. So again, for the criteria of your oral presentation or your oral quiz, so 5 points for a concise and well-reasoned answer. So that is perfect five. Then four for a slightly convoluted answer. Then three for the slightly wordy and slightly convoluted answer. So medyo may paliko pa lang yung answer niya, flowering words, ganyan siya. Then two is worthy and convoluted and slightly raised answer. And then one for those unreasoned answer or wala, di niya talaga nasagutan yung tanong ko. And then zero for the absent and refuse to participate. Okay, that's a wrap for this presentation. So if you have any questions and clarifications, so you may um, PM me or personal message me on the messenger or in our group chat. So that would be all. Have a good day. See you this evening. Thank you, class.